Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you, and I'm so much in love with you. Hit the like button, hit the share button, put where you're from, and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. We know the truth now. Mad Arthur, what up? Tone Low, roll the corn. CCG, love you and I'm in love with you. This is my new t-shirt design, y'all. This is my new t-shirt design, y'all. Get ready. Now, I'm gonna let some people get in here before I tell y'all about the t-shirts. Cause I got a new distributor. And some things went kind of wrong. But this time, I'm gonna get everybody, it's all coming on time this time. So I'm relaunching all the shirts again next Friday. And everybody who didn't get the shirt from last time, I'm gonna send you those and the new shirt. This new shirt right here. With the order from the previous one. So y'all stick with me. I got a new distributor. So we can get this stuff out in 2 or 3 days to the people. Hit the like button, hit the share button, put where you're from, put the corn in the chat. This is my new shirt right here. This is the We Know the Truth Now, the Real Indian shirt. This one is dropping next Friday. This one dropping next Friday. We going all black t-shirts. I think I might do black and red, but I think I'm going to go all black. Memphis, Tennessee, Young Grind, what's up? So next Thursday or Friday, I'm going to drop these. My new distributor got the old shirts also. And everybody who already got a shirt, I'm going to send y'all those shirts. And then you're going to get this one as an added one. But I'm selling these next Thursday. Next Thursday, that's when this jump off. I'm going to have the We Know the Truth Now logo on the sleeve. And this is going to be what big on the front. This is going to be a big logo, not a small one. The Real Indians. Roll the corn. Y'all get ready. Next Thursday. Love y'all and I'm in love with you. Next Thursday, I'm dropping the out. They coming in 1 or 2 colors, black or red. The Real Indians, We Know the Truth Now on the sleeve. Fire. Roll the motherfucking corn. Yeah, this the new one. I'm finna come hard. I'm coming hard now. I ain't playing with them no more. I said, truth, put the artifact on the shirt. Stop playing. Just put the artifact on the shirt. Don't even. This is a real artifact. Roll the corn. From Tamari. Roll the corn. And I'm going to have it big on the shirt. It's going to be like this. Big old logo. I ain't even playing. Indian big. I'm talking about. Might take the whole front of the shirt up. I'm not playing with these hunter-gatherers no more. The Real Indians. Ain't no damn. Ain't no rhythm. No rhyme or none of that. We going straight to the point. The Real Indians. With lamb in Paleo Hebrew and a yin and corn with the feather headdress. Real artifacts from Tamari. Real artifacts on the shirts. That's how I'm coming now. I ain't even playing with them. Now, roll the corn. I want to show y'all something that they don't show, right? This is my new t-shirt. We know the truth now, the real Indian shirt, black and red. Only two colors I'm doing. I might do brown. But black and red, black is the real color. Now, I want to show y'all something. Now, we have to look at the artifacts to learn the truth, right? We have to look at our artifacts to learn the truth. The artifacts, let's go look at the artifacts from Egypt, because they're teaching you something, but it don't align with what's going on in history. But I'm looking at the artifacts on the wall of our other ancestors, and it's telling a story that these hunter-gatherers don't want to teach us. So you must look deep into the artifacts to learn the truth. Harriet Lee, what up? You got to look deep into the artifacts to learn the truth. Now, here's the truth about Egypt. This is going to connect right back to Tamari every time. The first dynasty of Egypt is Saqqara. Enemies routinely raided the borders and attempted to seize the fertile crop fields of the Nile Delta. Enemies routinely raided the borders and attempted to seize the fertile crop fields of the Nile Delta. Why is that important? Because it's showing an agriculture people fighting against a non-agriculture people. It's showing a people who is abundant in nature and people trying to steal and destroy and take over the kingdoms of the first people there, because they don't have no crop fields. They don't have no civilization. They don't have no knowledge of nature, no Ma'at teachings, balance and harmony with nature to grow their own crops and leave our people alone. They can teach Egypt the way they want to teach it. I'm going to teach Egypt the way I want to teach it, because I'm going to teach it where it makes sense. All that other stuff don't make sense. So when I look at the artifacts, it shows who are the real people from the first dynasty. Then what they don't teach you. Let me pull out my flip-flop. It's a little raggedy polo flip-flop. Listen, in Egypt, you put your enemies on your sandal. You step on them. I ain't trying to be mean. I ain't trying to be rude. But in ancient Egypt, you put your enemies on your sandal, you stick your foot in there, and you step on them. I didn't make this up. This is what they did. They got murals on the wall showing the people who attacked them for their crops. Put the coin in the chat if you understand what I'm trying to tell you. Put the coin in the chat. In Egypt, you put your enemies as a step stool. That's where that come from, people. They don't come from no hunter-gatherers. Why was they attacking us? Because we got corn rolling on the Nile. They can stop playing. We got all these palm trees on the Nile. All this food storage on the Nile. All these beautiful people, healthy, tall, with their own spirituality with nature on the Nile. That don't come from Africa. And I'm going to show you with the artifacts. I ain't going to just tell you nothing. I'm going to show you with the artifacts. You put your enemies on your sandal for footstools. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Now let's make this simple, truth. Let's make this shit simple. Africa, I love you and I'm in love with you, but I gotta teach the truth. As you can see here, he don't look like me. He don't look like me. He not the same as me. It's just that simple. This is an African. Did you see the old picture of the African? African, ancient African. Do you see how they look? Look at how they look before I show you what I'm going to show you. Look at how they look before I show you what I'm going to show you. So you'll know who these people talking about. Look at the hair. Look at the ancient depiction. Look at the African. Now, if these are the original people on the Nile with the knowledge in the agriculture, why are they not pictured as the pharaohs? The first ones, not the last ones, the first people there. Why are they not depicted as the first people there with pyramids, crop fields, irrigation of the Nile Delta? Why? Something ain't right. Something is not right. Like I told y'all, we put our enemies on our foot, on our sandals. Let's go through the artifacts. Here's the first artifact with a golden Sphinx pharaoh. What kind of people these is? And I ain't trying to be funny, but what kind of people is these? I'm just gonna teach. This is not what I'm making up. This comes off the walls in Egypt. What kind of people them is? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. What kind of people them is? Them Africans, bro. Y'all stop playing with truth. We just gonna gotta teach the history the way it really went. These are Africans. If this is an African with them lines in his head, he black, he jet black, in ancient murals, this how they look, African. That's an African, people. Why are the first people on the Nile stepping on Africans? You must ask yourself these questions. Forget what them people taught you. Forget all of that. We gotta erase all of that out of our head, bro. All of it is a lie. Why are these people stepping on these people and they different? Let's keep going. I got 40 receipts. This is the sandal of a pharaoh. What kind of people them is? I told y'all they put the enemy on a sandal. Let me take my damn sandal off. You put the enemy on the inside of the sandal. What kind of people them is? And I'm just gonna keep it real. I ain't got time to play no more. They wasted my time and I ain't got that much of it. That's an African. That's the same people as these people. On the inside of the damn sandal for an enemy. They can't be the people that built the pyramids if they're the enemy. Ain't no damn way. They can't. Let's keep going. Here go King Tut with his foot. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. Look at the damn hair. Look at the hair. Look at the hair on King Tut enemy. Look at the other one. There go two of them right there. Now, fuck all of that fake ass teaching. This man look like our people. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what kind of DNA your ass swinging around, what kind of Egyptologist you teaching. I don't care what none of you niggas got to say. Why these people got the crops and they look like me, and then they enemies Africans and goddamn Mongols and Arabs? I'm going on what the ancient people telling me, not nothing I'm making up. Why they look like us and they got the crops, and you got Africans trying to steal their crops, and goddamn Arabs and Mongols. Asian people, whoever they is, I don't care. It don't matter. Why? Why are they attacking the fertile land of the Nile Delta? I know why. They hungry. They barbarians. They ain't got no spirituality. They attacking because we got all the food and all the minerals and everything else they want. And they attacking. That's why our people are telling you on the footstool, the African is not the same damn people. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. I don't care what a hunter-gatherer got to say. That man looked like me with some same color damn skin with an African and a damn Mongol, Arab. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Here's a war scene with the chariot and the horse. War scene, chariot and the horse. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in over here and see what kind of people these is. Damn! Look at dude. Man, that's a damn Arab. Man, that's a damn Arab. Man, stop playing with me, man. Y'all over there pulling out people out the damn ground, same damn Arab bloodline, bro. Look at these people. Arab, fucking Muslim. Something ain't right, bro. Something ain't right on the walls in Egypt, bro. I got to get over there and get this stuff on my own pictures, bro. Something ain't right. We fight Africans and Arabs for the crop field. Okay, let's keep going. More receipts. Now here go another Stella. Copper colored. Who these people is? Let's zoom in. African getting hit with an arrow. Tasseti, the bow and arrow people. African. Shoot. I'm not here to be mean, Africans, but something ain't right here. Because all y'all was Africans. Why in the hell is everybody getting hit with the switch? If all us cool on the Nile and everything player, why y'all getting hit with the switch? The bow and arrow switch, with the switch on the back of the bow and arrow. What the hell? Arabs, why in the hell are y'all getting hit with the switch? Something ain't right. Damn. Y'all getting hit with the Gen 1 Glock switch on the Nile for trying to steal crops. Put all on the damn sandal, y'all all on the damn sandal of the Pharaoh. Everybody was attacking us. Let's keep going. Africans. We know the truth now. The face carved into some ancient Egyptian walking sticks. Egyptian recorded appearance of neighboring people with astonishing detail. Distant hairstyle, clothing, and facial features. Foreigners carved in bent, submissive positions beneath the owner's hand. Let's go look at them. African Arab. Who was there first? Look like my people were there first because them sure ain't no Africans. History is all messed up, people. If these are the enemies of the first people on the Nile, and the first people on the Nile look like this, something ain't right. Look like to me, our people are fighting Africans and Arabs the whole damn time. We know agricultural people come from Timeri. That's why they named the motherfucker Timeri. That is our people on their land who built the first area with the crops, and these people are attacking, trying to take it. Let's keep going. Africans, Africans. Let's keep going. The enemies of Egypt. The first one, Arab, African. Look at the hair with the little twist. Let's go back. Hair with the little twist. Africans. I got to teach it the right way. Right? Don't be mad at me, Africa. Don't be mad at Truth now. Truth just got to tell his people the truth. Like I say, I love y'all, but y'all on the mural is enemies. Stealing everything we built. Let's keep going. Copper color, African. Am I lying? Where the lie is it? This comes straight off the wall. Copper, antediluvian people, new model Africans. So, Atlantean, African. The land of Mu, African. Tamarican, corn rolling, African. That's all I see. You can make these people aliens all you want to. These ain't no goddamn aliens. There's the tall bloodline of people that built the mounds in America who made it over there to the Nile, and they fighting against Africans. I'm just giving y'all the receipts. Arab, enemy of the state, Arab. Enemy of the state, he showed vanilla as hell. He showed look kind of vanilla. He an enemy. Roll the corner. Motherfucker look like Earth Speaks. As I read the glyph, Earth Speaks was on the... Put a hood on his fucking head. He look like Earth Speaks. It's just a joke. God damn. Don't be so funny. Don't be so sensitive. Sensitive ass nigga. Roll the coin. This is who the enemies is. Looking like goddamn... I just had to make y'all laugh, bro. Damn, can I get a joke off? Roll the coin. All right. Shit just was funny. I couldn't let it slide. All right. Here are ornaments. Here are ornaments of the African enemy. You see the hair, right? Here go the other ornament. Now, I don't know if these people bloodline mixed a little bit. We don't know. But this is an enemy. He do look kind of hunter-gathererish with the nose, but I don't know. It was a whole bunch of enemies. Let's keep going. As you can see, the copper-colored pharaoh, Africans, on the walls. I'm just showing y'all what's on the wall. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at Truth now. I'm just giving y'all the facts. Let's keep going. Enemies of the state. As you can see here, coming from other nations, these are not the same people as us. They can stop. They're not the same people as us. Y'all can stop trying to make everybody the same. Everybody not the same. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Here go the rest of the enemies. Light brights. Light bright. Coming to try to take the kingdom from the original people who built the pyramids. keep going. Look. We don't know what kind of people these is, but as you know, they're not the same. You can see it. I just got to tell the truth. If the truth hurt, it just hurt. Enemies. I told y'all, you put your enemy on your stepping stool. Copper colored people, African, some type of Arab or monk, I don't fucking know. There they go at the bottom too. This is ancient history. Let's keep going. Here go another depiction of the enemies of Egypt. Here goes some more sandals. Here goes some sandals, some type of Arab dude as an enemy of Egypt. Let's keep going. Enemy of Egypt. African, some type of YT person. I don't fucking know. I'm just showing y'all the artifacts, bro. Take it how you must will. Take it how you take it. These people showing you what was going on in these times. Let's keep going. Damn. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. Something ain't right. Something is not right. Let's keep going. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Here goes some more sandals. Your enemy is on your sandals. Something ain't right. They got their hands behind their back. They show that they are enemies. They're tied up for attacking the crop fields. Here go another one. Stepping on your enemy. There go another one. Mummy foot case with enemy images. Why everybody looking African and Arab, bro, and some type of European? Why? I thought y'all were Egyptians. Y'all on the damn footstool. How the hell y'all the people and y'all on the footstool? It can't be y'all. Ain't no way. We got a black African and some type of Arab. This tall, copper-colored being as enemies. But these are the people claiming to be the people who are the Egyptian today. Africans and Arabs. Arabs are pulling our people out of the ground. After they finally took over Egypt, after attacking them for thousands of years, now they in Saqqara pulling his people out the ground. Our people. And selling all his artifacts because they still poor as hell. Do you get it? Let's keep going. Let's zoom in. African, some type of Arab dude. And I'm showing you why they came. First dynasty, enemies routinely raided borders and attempted to seize the fertile crop fields of the Nile Delta. fighting for the throne and control of agricultural lands. See, that's why I always taught y'all about agriculture. In ancient times, agriculture fields is the wealthiest thing you can own, people. It wasn't no gold. It wasn't no damn silver and diamonds. It wasn't no copper. It was the agriculture fields. This is what we show respect back to the earth for feeding us through agriculture fields. Do you get it? This is where spirituality starts at. Now, if the spirituality came with the agriculture fields, that means the spirituality came with the copper colored people. You get it? Now, ask yourself these questions. If Arabs are pulling out the artifacts from Egypt, if Arabs are pulling out the artifacts from Egypt today, and Africans are letting them pull out these bodies every day, these people are still in Egypt pulling out our people out of tombs in 2026, people. Why, if it was Africans, why are y'all letting them people do that? Because both of y'all know them not y'all ancestors. So therefore, they took over the land and they pull out all our people. These people just sit back and watch on the same land. Why is that? These people are fighting each other in South Africa, because somebody sold a damn Coca-Cola in South Africa, and he from Ghana, and they hit him with a whip and run his business out of South Africa. What's so divine about that? It's like if I come from Mississippi and I sell some Coca-Colas in Georgia, and somebody from Georgia hit me with a whip. Get off of my land. We don't do that over here. Y'all are not the divine people. I hate to tell y'all that. Somebody got to tell y'all who know real history. Somebody got to tell y'all not divine neither. Roll the coin. Because before Elijah Muhammad, the leaders of the so-called people, the pre-Islamic people, was getting knowledge from the sickness. They got knowledge from the sickness teaching. The sickness teaching is in Egypt. The pyramids of Giza are aligned with sickness. The mounds in the southeast of America are aligned with sickness. Our people created that. Y'all came along and turned religion out of our stuff. When you see Jesus and the harp, Jesus playing the harp, it represents sickness and Lyra in the sky. Roll the coin. Now, as I showed y'all yesterday, these people, the pre-Islamic people, got to teach it from our ancient culture who came on their land first. Every culture in the world talks about a swan. Greek, Rome, Ireland, Scotland, talking about the swan of the afterlife. Same teaching as the ibis in Egypt of Thoth. Y'all got all y'all teachings from the ancient copper-colored people. And I can prove it because I know all y'all religions. I done read all y'all books. I know what y'all are doing. These people compared Jesus to Orpheus. Orpheus is connected to the swan Orpheus plays the harp before he dies. Why do you think Jesus playing the harp? It's the same thing, people. Roll the corn. So you got to tell it the way it is, right? The harp of heaven, huh? Now you must understand the symbolism of what these people are showing you. Get this off the screen. You must understand the symbolism of what they're showing you. That is Lyra and Cygnus teachings. Lyra is the harp. And this part of the knowledge is the swan and the harp. Same stuff. Any questions? Because this all goes back, it all goes back here's Orpheus to Jesus, the good shepherd with the harp. See it? That's Greek. But it comes from the star alignment of the summer triangle. Cygnus, Lyra, and Aquila. That's where they come from. Lyra is the harp. Lyra became the menorah for the Ashkenazi Jewish people. Same stuff, right? So let me explain it so y'all can understand. The ancient culture, which they call Atlanteans, which they call the first people on these lands, they had the teaching of the summer triangle. The path of souls was the Cygnus teaching. You teach the Cygnus teaching on the ground, build mounds and temples and pyramids aligned with Cygnus, the path of souls, or duat, the afterlife. Now, the reason I know this is because when you go and research it the right way, they try to teach you that the pyramids of Giza are aligned with Orion's belt, but they're not. They are aligned with Cygnus. Let me show you. There you go right there. See the Deneb? Deneb is the head of Cygnus. That's the head of Cygnus. Right there. There you go right there. There you go right there. These are the pyramids of Giza. Cygnus. Now, why is Cygnus aligned with the pyramids of Giza? And then in America, Cygnus everywhere. Let's pull it up. Cygnus sits right there. Mississippi. Cygnus sits on the mounds. That's not the right date for these mounds. These mounds are way older than that, people. Way older. Let's go back. Let's go to another spot, Louisiana. Ancient Louisiana. Cygnus sits. Now, this is what I think happened. Our people came to a new land with a new teaching. We knew astrology. Did nobody else know it? We built things on the ground to master astrology. While we put crops and agriculture in these areas. We even put palm trees and corn in these areas. And we started to get attacked by Africans and some type of Arab, Asian, I don't know, people. And we fought them for a long time because we was experts with the bow and arrow. They finally took us over and made us some type of indentured servant or something on their land over there after they took over our kingdom, after we fought them for thousands of years. Then you start stealing our knowledge. You start going into our tombs and stealing the knowledge. So by the time 3000 BC makes it to 1 AD, they got enough knowledge to rewrite the ancient teachings into a biblical teaching. You get it? That's what really happened. Because like I showed y'all, American copper is popping up all over Europe and Africa. American copper is popping up all over Europe and Africa. Now, this is from Mexico. Look at the artifacts from Mexico. Artifact of Egyptian contact in ancient Mexico. See that? See that? Ancient contact Egyptian explorers, they say. Mexico. Why are these artifacts found in Mexico? The date palm tree. I told y'all the date palm tree, we took it over there and we planted it on their land. That's the tree of life. Mexico, the land of punt. The land of punt, Mexico. See that? Mexico, the land of punt. Now, when you get pharaohs, speaking of, they went to the land of punt, right? Hatshepsut, Pharaoh Hatshepsut said she went to the land of punt. Nekhet, land of punt. Different pharaohs talking about they went to the land of punt and got avocados. Avocados are native to America. They call them green gold. They was coming home to their ancestral land and they knew it and they talked about it a lot and people look over it like it don't even matter. That is our culture on them people's land. Land of punt. Watch this. Let me show y'all what they call the land of punt. Land of punt, Mexico. Let me show y'all what they call the Egyptians called the land of punt. They knew who their ancestors was, y'all. Land of punt was what? Tanetjer. As you see the Ta, just like Ta Mary, translates to land of God, of the God, land of the gods. God's land. Punt. This is God's land. That's why I keep trying to tell people. Talking about Africa. How? If the land of punt is somewhere around Mexico and the Egyptians called it the God's land, the land of gods, it is considered a pure, primeval land, untouchable by chaos. Many Egyptians viewed it as their ancient ancestral homeland. Egyptians viewed it as their ancient ancestral homeland. the land of Tanetjer, which is land of God, which is Punt. And in the old books, we got artifacts calling it the land, Mexico area, the land of Punt. Can't teach it no better. Their ancestral homeland. They traded with Punt for over 1,000 years. The most famous and well documented was Queen Hatshepsut during the 18th dynasty. The expedition was elaborate reliefs and sprawling temples of Deir el-Bahari. They try to say it's in some other place. Punt has remained one of history's greatest archaeological mysteries. Yeah, it's a mystery because y'all don't want to tell her what the truth is, right? They try to say it's Ethiopia, but they're a damn lie. And as you see, antediluvian, primeval land, create the land of creation. That's what they're trying to tell you. This was the knowledge that's hidden to all of us. Primeval land. Let's go look up the definition of that. So you can understand everything I'm trying to tell you. Primeval land meaning. Prime comes from primus. Prime comes from primus, which means first. The first land. Prehistoric landscapes. Prime comes from primus. No, not the first evil land. Prime evil. Before, people. Untamed ancient woods of primeval forests. Landscapes would feel mystic or evoke feelings of raw primordial power. Primordial creation story. Raw nature. Right? Roll the corn. They knew this. Land meaning. They knew this. We got to know it. Right? They're talking about the creation land. Primeval. Particularly the dawn of creation. The primeval land. Ancient, untouched, primordial landscape. Right? It ain't talking about evil. It's talking about the dawn of creation. Creation started on the primeval land. That's what they're telling you. And they call Punt the primeval land. And Punt is in America. Roll the corn. And as you see, when we got over there, these were the people we were fighting against. Africans and some type of Arab Mongol. Now you understand it. They knew their history. They wrote it down. These are not idiots. They built pyramids aligned with stars. You think they don't know their history? We wrote our history on all of that stuff over there. But they misdecipher it and try to make it like it's not our people. All the history is wrote there. Right? I showed y'all that around 2 or 3,000 BC, these other cultures couldn't even read or write, people. They didn't have no records of nothing. So that lets you know that these people are not who you think they are. They just got knowledge recently, right? Real recent. Let me find a receipt. They just acquired knowledge from our people recently, 2,000, 3,000 years ago. Roll the coin. Let me show you something, if I can find it. Put the coin in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. I can't find a receipt. Put the coin in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. These people had no information of nothing to be claiming they are a part of any of this. I can't find it. Put the coin in the chat. Now the receipt says, if I gotta go back and find it, but in 2000 BC, these people couldn't read. They didn't have no written languages, no agriculture, no astrology, nothing. 2000 BC. It's about 4,000 years ago, people. 4,000 years ago. These Europeans and a lot of these Africans didn't even have, I'm telling y'all, they didn't even have no languages. They try to act I'm trying to tell people. Them people didn't have no language, no idea of nothing. The only records that was written by these people. So when they try to tell you something that they're involved in ancient records, they are not. They put themselves in the records with divine people. They didn't know nothing about none of it. None of it. Wish I could find that receipt. And like I keep telling y'all, I got real proof, right? Now this is Senna Dejid. Let me show you her name. Show you the name. Right there. See that right there? See that? SENEEDJ. Now let's go look. This is on the walls at Senna Dejid's burial. That's corn right there, people. That's corn right there. Why are these people growing corn? Come on now. Stick with me. Why? Harvest. It's called the Senna Dejid Harvest Mural. The Harvest Mural. Let's see, can we find it? Pop right up. You can Google it right now. It's popping right up. Roll the coin. It's popping right up. My computer died. Damn. Hold on. It's popping right up. I just want to show y'all who these people are. And I want you to remember these pharaohs' names, right? I want you to remember these people's names. And if you ever go to Egypt, you go over there and you get them receipts, right? You go get them receipts. Roll the coin. See, can I find it? Come on. Now, here she goes again. Let me show you. Here she go again. Here they go again. Here go the mummy. Copper color people. Now here go the mural. Right here. Let me show you the name of it so you won't think I'm making nothing up. Right there. That's corn, people. That's wheat. That's corn. That is wheat. That is corn. There go a good picture right there. See, can I blow this up? There it is right there. That's corn, people. You can't say it's wheat or grain or none of that, because that is wheat. That is corn. Yeah, this in Africa. This in Africa. This showing our people went to Africa. Why are they growing corn? Then you get to looking around a little more. They go corn again right there. Ain't that corn right there? Ain't that corn? Ain't them copper colored people? Ain't that corn? Okay. Now, that's why I'm sitting here showing y'all that we were around here fighting Africans on the Nile and Arabs. Now, what else can I say? What else can I say? Yes, this in Africa. Bro, do you understand what I just said, bro? Y'all come up and talk to me. What y'all be talking about? Come on up and talk to me.
What's poppin', big dog?
Yes, it's in Africa, bro.
For sure, but you negating saying that these pharaohs went to Africa. That's what you just said, right?
What you didn't understand about what I just said?
You said that, right? Or no?
Okay. Why is corn in Africa?
That's probably barley. I don't think that's corn. And if it is corn,
Why,
corn
bro?
could be indigenous to anywhere. From
Corn is not
wheat,
indigenous
you
to no
have to have
anywhere,
wheat
bro.
first. How do you get wheat first? Where do wheat
Corn
come
is
from?
not indigenous to no anywhere, bro. Stop playing.
What they said is indigenous to America.
Yes, it's indigenous to America. Where
And
you
you
think
just
corn
saying
come
that's
from?
corn. That's wheat and
That's wheat.
barley.
That's wheat right there, right?
Yeah, barley, but
What is that right there?
you ever see barley?
What's that?
You think that's corn?
What's that? Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to blow this up. I'm gonna have to blow
You
this up and show
think
you,
that's
bro.
corn?
I'm gonna have to blow this up and show you.
That's what I'm saying. Then you saying the pharaohs went to Africa. How could that be if their dad was in Africa first? Because you can't get
Okay. Let me
like
ask you a question. Where you from?
I'm from the United States.
What state?
I'm from up north.
Did your granddaddy live up north too?
Yeah, we all lived up north.
You ain't got no family from nowhere else out of New York.
Yeah, I got people down south.
Okay.
Midwest.
Okay. So if you got people down south, how in the hell you think people can be ancestor from somebody else on another land? You
What are
ain't
you
even from
talking
New York.
about?
Your people from Mississippi, probably.
They is. So that's what I'm
So
saying.
that's what I'm saying. How you gonna
If
say
your
these people
dad,
are all African and your people ain't even all from New York?
because we moved up here, just like you
Just
said.
like we moved to Africa.
How you move? Listen to what I'm saying though. How could you move somewhere and the Pharaoh started in Africa first?
That's what I'm trying to tell you,
What are
bro.
you talking?
The
The first
whole,
Pharaoh.
the
How could
whole,
you?
the
You would have
whole,
to have the first Pharaoh
the
here.
whole culture came there, bro. It's
You
not
don't.
from there. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That is a Tamari American culture. They growing corn in Africa. Corn
No,
not from
bro.
Africa, bro.
No, 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 no.
Corn not from Africa.
You got to show me where is your first Pharaoh at in America?
Okay, what's the name of the
What
first? What's the name of the
I
first
know.
people? Bro, listen. What's the name of the first people to put a pyramid on the Nile? Where the city at?
That would be Kush.
It's not Kush.
So what is it then?
Saqqara is the first pyramid, the pyramid of Doja,
The
on the
the
Nile.
the first, and that's built by who? Imhotep in Africa.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
What's the name of the city?
It's
Saqqara, right?
Is it Sakar? If you want to say it, we can say it. I ain't got my book here with me, so I ain't
I'm
gonna.
saying you know everything. Answer some of these questions.
Yeah, but if you want to say
The,
Sakara is still on the now,
the pyramid of Doja is
and
the
you want
first
to say it,
pyramid.
right?
It's in Saqqara, right?
Okay,
I'm gonna pull up my receipt. Cause you ain't
okay.
talking about nothing. Cause you act like you don't know what you're talking about, no way, bro.
No, I ain't got my.
You just really
I ain't
want to
got.
argue. You really
I
want to
don't got my
argue, but
receipt. I'm asking you
I'm
a
gonna
simple
teach you
question.
something. I'm
Okay,
gonna teach
teach.
you something. I hope you learn it. Right? Pyramid of Doja is in Saqqara, right? Oldest Egyptian stone pyramid, the first one. It's before Giza,
Yeah,
right? In Saqqara.
right.
What does the word Saqqara come from?
The word Sakara, that's
No.
Greek.
It ain't.
Huh? It is Greek.
Oh my goodness, bro. Okay. What does the word Saqqara come from?
It's Greek.
So you don't know what it means.
What does it mean? You said where does it come from, or where does it mean?
Where does it mean? Where do it come from? Give me anything, bro, if you know something.
you just saying things. You like
No, I'm asking you a
throwing
question.
stuff out there.
It comes from Saqqar, bro. Sokar. That's why you named the city Saqqara. What is Saqqar? You don't
You
know.
ain't really making
You don't
no
even know.
sense.
You don't even know. Just say you don't know, bro.
I don't know.
Saqqar is an American falcon, nigga. That's the
What?
peregrine falcon. Why are you naming a
Man.
city from an American bird with the first pyramid on? All
What
right,
it,
I'm through talking to you.
you pick a Greek.
You don't even know nothing, bro. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. Get your ass off my page. I thought I talked to somebody with a little knowledge. You niggas don't even be knowing nothing. You just be hopping on the internet acting like you know something. Saqqar is the falcon-headed guy of the Memphite underworld. That's where you name the first city with the pyramid of Giza after an American peregrine falcon. Because he, my friend, ain't from no motherfucking Africa. That is a falcon. You hunter-gatherer. All y'all New York niggas think y'all know something. Y'all don't even know what Saqqara even come from. A peregrine falcon. A peregrine falcon is from Tamari. Now, why is the first city on the Nile with the first goddamn pyramid named after American bird? And corn rolling over there. Why? Why, bro? Now, if you talk like you have sense, we can talk it out, but you trying to, what, Saqqara in Greek. You don't even know what Saqqara is. You don't even know what Saqqara is. You just know Giza. You just know Giza, bro. See, you be lying. Saqqara ain't even no Greek word, you hunter, gatherer. See how y'all just be lying and hopping on the internet, just lying and bullshitting and playing with grown people ass history? Sakari ain't Greek. It come from Sakar, the American peregrine falcon. Our people lost. They don't know where they at. They don't know nothing. They just want to talk and act all knowledgeable, bro. They don't even know the name of the original places, the name of the original people. It was the people there was called the coat of Sakar, bro. They wasn't called no damn Egyptian pharaohs. It was called the coat of Sakar. You steady screaming, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, Pharaoh. Sick of y'all. See, this lets me know these be the same people teaching on the internet, bro. These the same people that get on live and try to teach everybody something, don't even know their own self. They don't even know that it's a port with American wood, American ships getting built on a port. Then they took them to the Nile. They don't even know that. Yes, I drop you, bro. You not when I talk to people, bro, and they don't have enough intellectual to even be talking to me, I gotta drop you because you lowering the vibration. Now, if you're talking on my level with some type of good argument, I can listen to you, but you're not even talking on my level, bro. You don't know what Sakari is, Sakar. You don't know none of that. You just know Horus. You don't know what the hell you're talking about, bro. You don't know that east of the Nile, where the people came in at east side of the Nile. You don't know that, bro. You don't know that Egyptians fled from America. They escaped to the east side of Africa and built the second Egypt. You don't know that. You just think they all African. No, they left America and went to the east side of Africa. See, you don't know that. You ain't read enough. You don't even know you don't even know who these people is, bro. And then they end up on the east side of Africa. And I'm gonna show you the spot where they landed with American wood, so you can go get your mind right and stop listening to these hunter-gatherers. Cause you're tripping. You're tripping, big dog. You're tripping. You is tripping. Let me show you something. And they came in on the east. YDL Jarf with American ships right here, built a port, put storage units right here. Then they made their way to the Nile. Now, how do Truth Now know this? YDL Jarf. Let's find the receipt. YDL Jarf, huh? Let's go find the rest of these receipts to show you what kind of wood is sitting right there. And YDL Jarf ain't got nothing to do with Africa. Damn piece of the wood. Not a damn piece of wood. Ain't got nothing to do with Africa. Let me show you something. Roll the coin. Here go the spot right here. Hold on. Let me show you what they say about YDL Jarf. And what they brought over there. Right? What day this is? Wednesday? Let me see. Hold on. Let me show you the American wood coming through Wadi El Jarf so you can understand what's going on. If I can find a receipt. Now, I ain't gonna find a receipt, bro. It ain't even worth it. Listen. Cedar trees, right? All these trees are not from Africa that they brought over there. Let me see, can I find, at least find that part. Juniper, pine, and oak trees are native to America. Juniper tree, pine tree, oak trees are native to America, right? You see that? You see that, right? They're native to America. All of them. Now let's go back and look at some and show you the truth. Juniper, pine, and oak trees, native to America. And let me show you what was coming through that area. The oldest wooden boats, Wadi El Jarf. That's the receipt I'm looking for. I'm going to find it. Just to show you that one receipt, I'm going to leave it alone. Because, you know, it's something people need to know, right? This is something people need to know. Now, at Wadi El Jarf, juniper trees, pines, and oak trees are found there as it was brought to that land from the east side of Africa. Where is that receipt? I can't find it today for some reason. Now, I can't find it today, y'all. I ain't gonna stress it out. There's too many receipts in here. But anyway, at these places, right, Wadi El Jarf, were coming in from the east side, had American trees. They were building boats right there on the coastline of Wadi El Jarf with American trees right there. They was bringing the trees with them, building boats, walking them to the Nile with whole armies of people taking boats to the Nile made out of American wood. As the other receipt said, they came in through the east side and built a port. And then there were storage houses at that port with American crops in storage houses on the east side, right here on Wadi El Jarf, right here, right here. And I got the picture of the artifacts of them pulling out stuff from Wadi El Jarf out of stone storages, right here, right here. Storages, Wadi El Jarf, right? This is where they stored food right when they got it off the boat. and they built boats with American wood right there in Wadi El Jarf, and they took it to the Nile, right? But this ain't the one with showing the specific wood. I got to find that receipt again, but I got it. But it's showing our people building ancient ports right there on the east side of Africa. Then they're going back west to the Nile. It's showing it. Showing our people going right back down through that port, going right back around. And they said these people left South America. They left South America. And it also said they built Machu Picchu, the city in the mountains in South America. This is a Tamari culture. Roll the coin. This is a Tamari culture. I just want y'all to know that it ain't no coincidence that these melanated people are into it with these other people from other lands. It ain't no coincidence, bro. Our people are the first people with the hand plow. There's some type of pictograph paleo language, right? The hand plow. That is our culture. See, when you see these people with these hand plows like this is our culture. This is not African culture, bro. This was brought to Africa. This was brought to Africa. That stands for Zayin, right? And I keep telling you, the people who had the crop fields are getting attacked by African enemies. The people with the crop fields are getting attacked by African enemies, people. So the language of this ancient language that goes along with agriculture came from America. It's not an African language. They picked that up along the way. It's not an African language, bro. At all. Let me see something. There's Zayin, right there, with the hand plow. They just came to Egypt when they got over there. That is not from their land. Even the Canaanites had it, and we all know the Canaanites ain't from there neither. Them the Phoenicians. The greatest seafarers on the face of the earth. You must know that these people are seafarers. Africans are not seafarers, bro. No matter what they tell you, they don't have no ships before we had them. We made the first ships. Facts. We pulled up on the new lands in ships. First. Because all the ships made of Tamari wood. All of them. The Khufu ship, all that shit made from wood from over here. Either that wood was bought there and planted there and grew and we made it, or we brought that wood straight back from over there. None of these trees don't exist on the Nile until somebody planted them. Also in Mesopotamia, they planted them. That's why it's showing the palm tree or the land of Punt in the receipt. Right there. Why is an American tree the tree of life of Egypt? The tree of life of Mesopotamia. You got to ask yourself these questions. The Tamarack tree. You got to ask yourself these questions, bro. Quit listening to these people. Because ain't no way a palm tree in Mesopotamia and ancient Egypt. Palm tree, date palms, the tree of life. And the date palm ain't even from over there. The date palm ain't even from over there. That's a fact. We got cities in America named Tamar and Tamarack, named after the tree. Now the Tamarack tree is the tree of life for Mesopotamian and Egyptian culture. Them our people, bro. Roll the corn. Any questions? Let me know. You can hop in the chat. I'm gonna take some questions. Now, when you see this stuff, you understand it. You understand it now, right? Now when you look at the artifacts, you understand it. Got any questions? Why do they call us all Africans when I've never been to Africa? They call us all Africans because they want you to think all melanated people are the same. They want you to think that. They want you to think all melanated people came from Africa, right? And that's a lie. Africa is their own continent. Tamari is his own continent. It wasn't never together on no Pangea. That's a lie. This land of North America sprang up from under the water first. So this land created the first being or person, right? Different land masses have different people. That's just how it is. That's how the world was really created. The earth creates people. So the first landmass from under the water created the first people. Simple. Our people was already on the earth way before Europeans and Africans came into existence on their land. So by the time we came over there on the boat, after all that time went by, we were way more advanced than them people. Tens of hundreds of thousands of years more, at least 100,000 years more advanced than them people. Right? That's why our people built the pyramids. We were more in tune with nature than these other people. And they called us gods. They called the people gods. Fish gods came on the boat and all that old type of stuff. That's where you get all that old Sumerian shit from. The fish god, the gun. The gun is corn. Simple. Our culture gave everybody else a religion and a culture. We was on that land before they even got there. That's a fact. They can stop acting like it just popped up out of nowhere. That's not true. Right? So now, you get to looking at this right here. Date palm. Date palm tree, people. He picking crops off a date palm tree. You wrap the corn or you wrap the grapes or you wrap whatever around the date palm tree. The bird is symbolism for stars. Right? Them ain't no aliens. They're just a depiction of the first people bringing agriculture to a new land. That's all it is, y'all. Iraq. That's all it is. They try to make it aliens and stuff to hide that this a Tamari bloodline. That's all they doing. Now let me show y'all some more, just some random pictures. Just random pictures now. See all them date palms in the back? See all them date palms in the back? Roll the coin. Tamari people put that there. The Sphinx stands for Leo going into Virgo. Leo going into Virgo. That's what that stands for. That's our teaching. That is a star alignment teaching. It ain't got nothing to do with no damn aliens. Leo going into Virgo. Virgo is the mother goddess, the virgin. Right? So our people start putting our own face on the front of the Sphinx. That is the protector of the harvest. Right? Roll the coin. All these words come from our culture. All this SIDR. Watch what I tell you. SIDR got something to do with sickness. It all go together. SIDR tree got something to do with the constellation Cygnus. Yellow white supergiant star sits in it. Now they name the trees SIDR of Cygnus. Islamic people do it. There you go right there. The Siddar tree, the holy Siddar tree. Everything the people of Cygnus taught come from us, bro. You just gotta know what they saying. Is my audio doubling? We good? We good? We good? We good? We good? Roll the coin. Put a 2 in the chat if we good. Now, as you see, holy SIDR tree. Then you go back to SIDR, most commonly known as SADR, from Arabic for breast. Yellow star sits in the exact intersection of the northern cross of Cygnus. That shows you that the ancient culture taught them people that. They couldn't even read or write in 2000 BC. Our ancient culture, the Atlantean culture they call them, taught them people that. They turned religion out of that. Now Sadar has got something to do with Islamic teachings right now today. And people act like they don't know where the hell they come from. I do. I know exactly where it come from. They took the knowledge and our locations on that side of the world. And they knew when they came back to North America in the 1400s who we were. They already knew who we were. They already knew them southeastern people were them same ancient paleo-pictograph Hebrew language people. Them ancient pictograph agriculture symbols, which became Hebrew. They already knew that, bro. We got to know that, though. We got to know that. We got to figure it out. They know it. They know it. The history is in the mounds, people. See, once you study the mounds, you see the oldest people who are doing this stuff. You can't debunk the mounds, right? If we got the oldest sickness on the ground in mound form, older than Egypt, that means we knew that about that before Egypt. Simple. If we got the oldest alignment with the stars, roll the coin. Arcturus. Let me come back out and come back in, bro. Put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat. I'm gonna take some questions though. I'm gonna take some questions. Y'all. I'm gonna pull somebody up. Now, if y'all hear me now, we good. We good. Anybody want me to pull them up for some questions? Put it in the chat. All right, Gorilla. Ain't nothing else I can do about it, bro. It's over with. Because I don't see no problem. Big Chief Slim, what up? Anybody got any questions, y'all hop in the chat. Let me know to pull you up. Yeah, we got to hop out and hop back in, bro. Pull it up. Hit. Let me know if you're in the chat so I can pull you up. Question or comment, West Indian Americas?
Respect, respect.
Yo, what's up, bro?
I did my genealogy, and it lead to Memphis. And I look at the address, and there's a pyramid there on the Nile. Well, I don't know if it's the Nile, it's the waters.
From the Nile in Egypt?
No, in Memphis. I just call it the Nile because the pyramid sit right there, innit? Which come up in my
So you done your
genealogy.
genealogy and led back to Tennessee, to Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah.
You from the islands?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. That's
So
amazing. That's
I've been
amazing.
I've been researching more about it. Because it was on the corner of a allodial title, which come up with my grandmother thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a code. So I start researching the code on it, and that pyramid come up right there. Because the information lead me to England, but then it lead me from England back to America.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know much about it than what I get in the genealogy, and they were saying some Egyptian Memphis order, some 99 degrees people. I don't know what I have to share the information so more people give me the information because nobody told me about it. You get me?
Mm-hmm. So is the Memphis Egypt genealogy older than the other genealogy? Older
Um
than
well
the
I'm connected to royalty and nobility in England, and then it lead back to mainland America.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Okay.
So what really happened, I thought it stopped in England, but there was some code on the side of the allodial title.
Mm-hmm.
When I do that code, it lead back to America.
Okay. I see what you're saying now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. Um,
So I'd like somebody to educate me more on what really happened in Memphis. You get what I'm saying?
see, I would have to look at the dates, the timeline, because if it's connecting to England and then it comes back and connects to Memphis, um, I have to look at the timeline. Hit me in my DM so I can check it out.
Yeah, yeah,
Got
yeah.
you.
I do.
Got you, bro. Appreciate it. I'm gonna check it out for you. I'm gonna follow you back right now. All right.
Yeah, man.
Roll the coin. Follow bro. Follow bro. Sometimes y'all like stuff like that. Um, if the connection to Memphis, Tennessee is after the English part, you gotta search that type of way. You gotta search it from people coming from England because If it's coming, the information coming from over there, that means the people are connected somewhere somehow to England. So you gotta research that part. It's all type of ways, all type of you know things that's going on. Anybody else want to hop in the chat? Y'all put it in the comments. I'll pull you up. I'm gonna check it out for you though, bro. I'm gonna check it out for you. Because there are a lot of melanated people coming across the water also, with a lot of different connections to other things after they got, to the land. Big Chief Slim. Let me pull you up. What's up, bro? Quick question, quick comment. I got some more people in there now too. Yo.
Hey, peace. Can you hear me?
Peace.
What's
What's up,
up?
bro?
What's up, man? One thing I wanted to ask was, um, I feel like not I feel, but I think you have certain research techniques. I know when someone gets this deep into study, they kind of have to have a methodology or a starting place. And I don't know, maybe if you thought about it or what that is for you, but I would like to know what was kind of your starting place into this level of enlightenment and study per se, and do you have a specific methodology, like when you are
Yeah, I do.
you're on a
Yeah.
mission of discovery? So I'm interested in, like, well, like if I was in your class, which I am in your class, like, what is the 411 of how we go about this discovery?
Okay. First off, the way I started was, like I say, my great grandmama taught me a certain way, right? She taught me that the first holy people were agriculturalists. The first people who created certain things to do to live in virtue in nature are the mound building culture, which is our ancient culture, because she told me the mounds were older than pyramids and older than temples in Mexico. So I started with the study of the mound builders. What stars they're aligning it with, what tools they using, where did the metals come from that they used, what is all this stuff used for, what is the symbolism stand for, and what is the real names of the Mississippi River, what is the real names of the people, and then I go from there, right? So now, when I study the mound building culture of America first, because that's the oldest culture I can find, that's aligning stuff up with stars, right? So now, when I get to looking into other cultures and different timelines, I start to see the things that our people created popping up in Mesopotamia, popping up in Egypt, popping up in ancient Asia. So now I look for the first symbolism or the first people to create an agriculture language, right? If agriculture comes from America, I look for the agriculture language. So when I study newer Hebrew, like biblical Hebrew, it really comes back from the ancient agriculture language. So I'm like, okay, cool. When I study what they're using and what they're doing, they're using dye from America, red dye. I mean, purple dye, different dyes from America. And that became royalty of the Hebrew. Now I see mound building aligned with the same star that's aligned over here in Mesopotamia with the so-called Ubaid or Sumerian culture. Then I find corn. Now I'm looking for corn, right? Because corn come up next. Now I'm looking for the crops. Now I find the corn in Nineveh, Mesopotamia. Then I find artifacts called the Walker vase in Mesopotamia with corn on it. So now I'm like, okay, cool. These people y'all calling gods growing corn. Now I go to Egypt, because Egypt come after Mesopotamia. Now I go to Egypt. I see the same plow used by the Mesopotamians, same hand plow that they come back from a pictograph of our ancient agriculture language. I find corn in Egypt. I start to find the same teachings of Mesopotamia and Egypt. They go right along with ancient mound building cultures. Then I started to search the minerals that the mound builders used in America on the Mississippi River. Copper, mica, basalt, meteoric iron, all these different metals and sapphires and lupus lazuli and jade. Egypt and Mesopotamia used the same minerals from the earth in BC times. Then I started to look at the animals. The panther is an American animal. The Mississippians made a black panther out of black basalt. I go look at Samaria in a museum, black panther, black basalt. I go look
Right.
in Egypt. They try to call it a leopard, but it's looking like a panther. But I ain't gonna push that narrative. But I know for sure in Samaria, Black Panthers was all in their ideology. And ain't no Black Panther from nowhere near the Middle East, right? So now I'm like, this got to be a culture coming from here. Then I started to study, okay, if these are the same cultures, what is the traveling method? Right? Then I started to study the ships. The first ships were reed ships with bitumen on the ship for waterproofing it. The first people that pulled up that made the Fertile Crescent pulled up on reed ships with bitumen on them, with waterproofing. Then I look at the Egyptian ships, they made the same way. The Phoenician ships made the same way. So now, that's how I came into studying it, right? And then the code started to break itself once you know what to look for.
Yeah, one of my favorite quotes is to progress is to begin again. And you began, I see scientifically the hypothesis, you began one, you started locally. You started right in your heart, right with your grandma, right around, because I think a lot of people when they get
Exactly.
into deep wisdom, they just want to jump all over the planet. But it's like, now
Exactly.
look outside your house. Start with your local history. Start with your family. Then move out to the world. And to me, it makes so much sense. And even when sometimes when people argue with you or they think differently, I think what they don't see is, well, your whole starting place is different. So all of the schematics that you run on your data is going to come back differently because you have a different premise in
Exactly.
your start place. And another thing I just want to say I love about your teachings is this very coming through, being black, indigenous American, a lot of our teachings are so mystical and whimsical and spiritual. You're very much so bitumen boat. It's physical, it's very tangible. Like you go put your hands on this stuff,
Yeah,
so I just yeah, I just
exactly.
appreciate that. I had one more thought.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. Because I just, when you connect everything to the star alignments, I hear what you're saying, but I just wanted to hear it from the horse's mouth, like the methodology. Um,
Appreciate
and
it,
that makes
brother.
a lot of sense.
Appreciate you so much. You're exactly right.
Appreciate you,
You got
man. You keep on
no
telling the
doubt.
truth, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all follow Big Nine. Follow Big Nine. Follow Big Nine. Big Nine, let me finish with the thought I was saying. Um, when you start from a mythology teaching, or you start from something a hunter gatherer taught you, or you start from a book from the 1910 or 20s, it's not old enough. It's not coming from the original source of the information. See, my great grandmama told me everything comes from nature. Everything. Even God. All the way from the bottom, all the way up to God, all nature. In an ancient teaching perspective. So you can actually put your hands on something in nature that they was talking about in the first teachings. Right? So when we take the nature teaching out of it and go straight to aliens and go straight to gods and mythology, we can't never learn the truth like that because we skipped over the whole nature learning, right? So when my great grandmama say something like, when she say something like this, people took corn from America and fed the world. I gotta study it like that. When people took knowledge in astrology from America and taught other people around the world, I gotta study it like that. And when I study it like that, it makes sense. But if you just start in Egypt and get to teaching Horus and Osiris and all of that, you skipped over a whole nature's teaching. Because you want to scrape the deities that mean things in nature. So if you learn the things in nature first, then you learn about Sakar and Horus, it makes sense. When you see a resurrected corn mummy coming in the spring, connected to Osiris, then you understand it more, right? Because crops pop back up in the spring. That means that's the resurrection of the earth. So, see, this is stuff my great grandma gave me the blueprint to this type of information, and I just went on it with the understanding I got from her. Resurrection is always coming in the spring. That's why Easter is in the spring. You get it? You put the green man on the building, or the Tartarian style building, because the green man, them big ugly men with the crops in their face, this represents resurrection of agriculture in the spring. 9 times out of 10, them buildings align with the spring equinox. Start studying it like that. Then you understand, right? Then you start to understand that. You start to understand that Virgo is the virgin, the mother. She protects the harvest. So Virgo comes after the summer solstice, after the spring. It's spring, summer, then Virgo. Right? Spring is Osiris. Summer is Horus teachings for the harvest. Then you get Virgo going into Leo, going into Virgo, which is the protector of the harvest, the mother goddess. That's why the mother goddess, Isis, is associated with Virgo, the late harvest, right? It's also associated with the Sphinx. The Sphinx protects the river, the harvest, the river. After everything is done, Virgo protects it, the mother. You get it? That's the real Trinity. That became Jesus, God, and Virgin Mary over time. So you must see the old teaching to see the religion. But you got to study it from the dirt. Then you got to go look at the artifacts from the dirt. Because if you look at it from a new standpoint, you won't ever understand it, right? If you look at something like this, and you see the Ankh, and you see a yin, you start to see that what these people were saying, right? And all of us started to go together. That's what that's what they were trying to teach us. And they took that agriculture, because their teaching is for agriculture. It's not for religion. You see, it's a way of life. It's a way of life. The child is born is the Horus teaching, right? The 3 kings come when Jesus born, right? So when Sirius aligns with the sun and Orion's belt in the summer, the 3 kings of Jesus is the 3 stars of Osiris, Orion's belt. You get it? They're putting all of the teachings of your ancestors all in one deity, making him a superhero. You get it? So when the sun aligns with Sirius and Orion's belt, they give you the story of Jesus born in the manger. The manger are stars from June. called the Beehive Cluster. And then the three kings coming from the east is Orion's belt moving along the line coming from the east. That became the birth, right? And then you get Virgo, the protector of all of it, after the fact. The Holy Trinity. This is why these other people go to these spots during the spring equinox, summer solstice. The Star of Regulus. The Star of Regulus, right? That's the point of the Sphinx. Regulus. Regular star. That's the star that shows in between Leo and Virgo. Now that's why the Sphinx aligns perfectly with it, right? This is what they don't want to teach you. The point of the Sphinx, specific celestial alignment where the star, Regulus, the brightest star of the constellation Leo, rises due east and aligns perfectly with the gaze of the Sphinx of Giza just before dawn. That is Leo going into Virgo, right? But they teach you all this alien shit, right? Powerful symbolic concept connecting the bright star, Regulus, to the transition between Leo and Virgo. That's why it's a woman's face on a lion's body. Woman face, lion's body. As you see Regulus right here. Right? Lining up with the Sphinx. See? See? They're going to give you all that bullshit, but they ain't going to tell you the original meaning. The Sphinx is Tahuti. It's Thoth on the ground and all, shut up. The Sphinx is alien wars of the Sphinx in Tahuti and all that old talking fast and lying. There ain't no man's face, that is a woman's face. Roll the coin. That's what's going on with the information. Tell the basic truth and our people will understand it. Right? Now we get all the other people trying to teach all. I know this shit sell tickets. I know the lie is sell tickets, but it's not the truth. It sound cool and all that. It sell a lot of tickets. You sell a lot of tickets on YouTube. You make money. I know my teachers are dying down, but that's cool. At least you know the truth. I ain't finna get on here and give you no alien story about all these old extracurricular shit. When the whole time, that represents Leo going into Virgo, the protector of the harvest. That's why the Sphinx is the protector of the Nile River. Put it all together. So, we've seen Sphinxes, artifacts in America. Ancient artifacts, little old bitty Sphinxes in America found in mounds. Woman head, Leo body. Then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you put the big ass Sphinx on the Nile. We done found Sphinxes over here a couple of times. That's what they mean. So when you understand the true meaning of your ancestors, that they took it and made it into all this other stuff that don't align with the truth, and then you never get the truth out of it. All right? And like I just told y'all, Regulus, sitting right there. The shift in the knowledge of humanity. This is the knowledge, people. It ain't got nothing to do with that other stuff. The knowledge is to take care of your people. That's what it's for. Now watch this right here. Watch this. They call the Regulus the royal star. right? Because royalty done this, not no hunter-gatherers. The royal star is extremely important for the great ancient civilization. It sits on the cusp of Leo and Virgo. The cusp is known as the point of the Sphinx. That's the truth right there. Now, as you can see, that's a woman's face on a lion's body. Regulus, the royal star. That's the truth right there. There ain't no cut on that. The people who taught this are the royalty. The fixed Regulus. There you go. Now, I'm pretty sure in America, it's some monuments aligned with Regulus. They just ain't showing you. They ain't gonna put that out there. They'll just say it's aligned with some stars. They ain't gonna tell you it's aligned with the same damn star the Egyptian were doing right over there. Roll the coin. Now, to give y'all an example, the mound in Ohio, Serpent Mound, incorporates alignments to the star-like Regulus. Serpent Mound in Ohio, alignment to the stars like Regulus. So this is showing you that it's on the land now. Don't think it ain't on the land. Everybody just screaming Africa, but they're not looking right in their backyard. Serpent Mound is aligned with Regulus also. Right? So now you got to look at this thing another way. Who done that first? Right? Serpent Mound is aligned with Regulus, the solstice, the eagle. It's aligned all type of ways. Because see, it's not just Serpent Mound. It's more mounds around Serpent Mound. It's mounds at the bottom. It's mounds around it. It's hitting the snake all type of ways. Then it's an underground cave for like the Path of Souls teaching. Right there by it. It's really monumental right there. And it's way older than Egypt. Way older than Egypt. And they try to tell you that's a Native American mound. Nah. Your ancestors built that mound. Facts. Let me see something. Anybody else got any more questions? Hop in the chat. I'll bring you up. Let me know you want me to pull you up, though. Let me know you want me to pull you up. Pull me up in the chat if you want to come up. Ask a question real quick. Pull up in the chat. Let's see. The Red Lion, what's up, bro? But I'm gonna say this, y'all. I'm gonna put these out Thursday. The new shirts with the old ones coming out too. These coming out Thursday. The Real Indian, we know the truth now shirt. They're gonna be black or red, but I'm gonna do mostly black. T-shirts, hoodies, whatever. Cause see, I had to redo my logos because the other company kind of flaked on me. and the shipping was all messed up, so I had to redo everything so I could get it back out the right way this time. So I ain't forgot about you. I still got the people who bought the other shirts. I'm gonna redo the new ones with the new logos. I'm gonna send them to you. But this is my new shirt, the Real Indians. But what I want people to understand is these places where these mounds sit at, right? These places prove ancient history. Who was here before everybody? That's why I always push my people to look for mounds. Because when you see a mound complex aligned with Cygnus, it shows you how old it is because Cygnus is aligned in Egypt also. So it's showing you how old it is. We all know melanated people built Egypt. Melanated people built the mounds in America also, people, because we are the only culture with the Cygnus teaching. That's automatically. Other cultures learned that after us. So now that is literally proving that this is our land. We have ancient mounds aligned with Cygnus all over the southeast. Then, just so happened, they kicked melanated people out of the southeast to take their agriculture fields. I know I'm going from ancient culture up to the Indian Removal Act, but as you can see, your ancestors already gave you that land of that abundant land thousands of years before government ever thought about coming here. So when we speak of the government teaching, it ain't got nothing to do with us. We got ancient mounds, nigga, 10,000 BC, right there in Louisiana. Who built them? And they align with the same stars that are gods in Egypt. We built them. This our land, people. We ain't got to go sign no goddamn paperwork. We ain't got to prove it to nobody. We ain't got to show nothing because that mound is older than your whole civilization. When that mound got built, y'all couldn't even read or write to even be no government. So why am I looking for y'all for some government paperwork when the mound is my paperwork? I ain't got to prove nothing to y'all through no federal paperwork. I know it's people on the internet talking about, we know the truth now on the Fed watch list. I don't give a damn. We been in the blunder. You just scared, little dude. Whoever that little dude be talking about me, talking about some, he on the federal list, he going to jail. I'm going to kick your little ass when I catch you. Roll the call. You think I don't hear that shit? I'm going to catch you. Don't worry about it. See, in real life, you ain't going to say that shit. You're going to be trying to get on down. Roll the coin. So I know what kind of niggas y'all is. Y'all be trying to play the federal government game because y'all niggas the police. Y'all like to play that federal government game and all of that. Y'all all that old police games. We don't play them type of game where I'm from, bro. Go look to the federal government for the federal government made the dolls roll, people. It's cool to do your genealogy on there, but just don't believe in them people like that, bro. They made all that paperwork. So they can lie or do or twist it up or whatever they want to do with it. But you must understand the $5 Indian teaching. It's a doll's roll. They got something to do with the doll's roll. You know that, right? They are sending fake Indians in there with $5 to get their paperwork, and they send them right back to get land. Wealthy businessmen sent fake Indians in there to get the $5 foot long. Then they go right back and get land because they got a $5 foot long ticket. And they bring the land patent right back to the rich businessman. So now he is just sitting there acquiring a whole bunch of land in one spot with 40 or 50 fake ass Indians bringing him land paperwork that they paid $5 for. And the city officials were crooked also, because they took the $5 and gave them people the paperwork. It's all criminal activity, people. I was just researching the dude got the railroad, or wealthy man got the railroad. This man sent in hundreds of fake Indians. He got a whole bunch of land with the railroad. Them people on the Dawes Road too, as Indians. So you got to decipher through all of it. These people had a little money, was sending these people in there getting these land, getting this land. You gotta understand that. So we can't be sitting here just trusting all of this federal paperwork all the time, y'all. You gotta dig a little deeper, because I don't trust them people. You can see what they done to us. I just can't trust them like that. Anybody speaking about the federal government they ain't right no way. I just put a video out about this too. Now this was interesting to me. Let me take this down. Hold on. Let me show y'all this before I get out of here. Now this is Timothy McVeigh, and this is a federal agent. Timothy McVeigh and a federal agent. Right? Let me see, can I pull this up so y'all can see these people's faces. Now, Timothy McVeigh done the the Oklahoma City bombing, right? In 2001, they executed him. They executed him in 2001. Now, in 2002, this dude pop out and get promoted in the FBI. I know, I'm finna pull up the picture. This dude pop out. Oh, let me go get it. Now, put a 2 in the chat, 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 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat, 2 in the chat. Now, this is Timothy McVeigh, the so-called Oklahoma City bomber. This is Paul Whistle, right? A federal agent. Now, I can't, white people do look a little different sometimes, but but these people look just alike, bro. Something weird about this. Oklahoma bombing was in 1995. He was executed, supposedly, in 2001. Then this man come from nowhere in 2002 and get promoted in the FBI. And he moved all the way up to the head guy in Florida. Now, I found a little information on dude. Mr. Whistlepool, FBI in 1997. That's what they say. He was promoted to supervisor in 2002. You see that? Promoted to supervisor in 2002, right after the so-called McVeigh was killed in 2001. A lethal injection, I think. This look like the same dude, man. Now, the Clintons, Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, was days away from an indictment when the bombing occurred. And the documents was where? This shit is crazy. Where was the documents they were going to use against them at? Huh? Think about it. Oklahoma. These people. Bro. Okay. Hillary Clinton was days away from an indictment when the bombing occurred. And the records were destroyed in the Oklahoma City bombing. Y'all killed all them people just so y'all ain't wouldn't go to jail. Hillary and Bill. Because this dude is really this dude. Some type of FBI crisis actor type niggas. It was kids in that building. It was kids in 9/11. You people are evil. Y'all can say everything y'all want to say about us, but look at what y'all do. Y'all will unalive your own people to save your YTS. Because these the same people. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Roll the coin. Let's keep looking. Let's look again. Look the same to me. Now, let's ask some simple questions. Let's go ask some simple questions. $1997, right? If this dude got into the FBI in February '97, he reported to the Minneapolis division, right? Clinton was in office. Clinton was in office in '97. So, see, it look like you're looking out for your people with all this fake ass he got killed in jail. No. Clinton was in office in 97. So Clinton had pulled over the FBI in 97. This after the bombing. So, roll the call. So, I can see how he started getting, because it got to be the same dude. It got to be the same dude, y'all. Got to be. Now, I'm going to start breaking down some of these government conspiracies because a lot of people be asking me about this stuff. I know about a lot of them. I just don't speak on it because they be on some other stuff when you get at the government too hard, but it don't even matter, right? Let me ask another question. CD, now, they talk about Hillary Clinton was about to get indicted in the Whitewater scandal. And all related documents were destroyed in the blast. Now let's go see what the Whitewater scandal is. Let's go see what that is. Because all this stuff go together. All go together. Let's go see what that is. 1990 centered on the failed real estate investments of Bill and Hillary Clinton and their business partners in Arkansas. Hillary Clinton's involvement specifically concerned her legal work for the McDougalls, failing savings and loan institutions, and the Clinton real estate dealings. 230 acres in the Ozark Mountains. Both couples borrowed heavily to purchase the land, hoping to sell lots of vacation homes. Clinton performed illegal work for Madison Savings and Loan, a bank owned by James McDougal. The firm hired to handle various legal matters. Investigations in collapse of the Madison Guarantee. So it looked like Hillary Clinton got a lot of money from these people, and the deal failed, and there was some type of fraud, right? Some type of fraud. Illegal federally blocked loans to the Whitewater Partnership. But it looked like these people rallied up a lot of money to go into business with them, and Hillary Clinton got out with the money, and they never got the property, and they never sold the vacation homes. And it was a lot of money, people. Hillary Clinton lost $37,000, but the independent people and the taxpayers, it cost $50 million. They lost $37,000, but the taxpayers and the other investors lost $50 million. So Hillary and them chalked that little $37,000 up and got the 50 piece, right? The 50 piece spicy. That's what happened. And they had the files in the Oklahoma Federal Building because the federal people was trying to put the move together to put the vacation houses in the Ozark Mountains, but it never went through. So Hillary and Bill invested $37,000, but Hillary brokered the deal and ran off with the 50 mil. Ran off on the plug. Hillary ran off on the plug, and now all the evidence is in Oklahoma. Right? Now, what year this was? Let me see. And Hillary ran off with the plug. Okay. Ran off with the 50 milli. It got something to do with trading stocks and all that, right? $52 million. Now, they was finna bring the charges because a lot of powerful people lost a lot of money. So there was, YT folks lose money. They finna get Hillary. They was on Hillary's ass. So they said indictments was coming for Hillary for that $52 million. Then next thing you know, the whole Oklahoma City building blows up. Ain't no more, ain't no more evidence. A lot of people died. Then you got these crisis actors doing this stuff. It's always a bigger picture, right? To the thing. Just like 9/11. 9/11 didn't make sense to me from the start because let me show you why. Let me show you why 9/11 didn't make sense. The simple fact of this right here. Once the government knows that a plane is hijacked and they keep calling the phone and nobody answers the phone, they automatically supposed to stop that plane right there. That plane is not supposed to be flying over different states, not answering the phone for 45 minutes, bro. That ain't how this go. If the air traffic control call these people and then nobody answers their phone, second or third try, that plane's supposed to come on down. Simple. We got airfields with jets all around America that can get to these planes in a matter of minutes. So ain't no way a plane fly that long without getting brought down. That's just crazy. It's crazy. So they don't even make sense right there. Somebody flagging my page, but it don't matter. It don't make sense. There's something else I want to show y'all too before I get out of here. Let me show y'all this. This is going to blow your mind. Now, what is this? What is this? Anybody know what the hell this is? This is Africa, people. It's Africa. Look at the wigs. Why are melanated Africans wearing wigs like they some type of British colonialism? These are African advocates, right? Nigeria, Kenya, and Ghana symbolize the authority of the court, legal tradition, right? Ongoing cultural debate, right? They over there living just like they in England, still wearing the wig of the damn English people. This happened today. This happened yesterday now. This ain't no old receipt. Advocate is upholding the law objectively rather than acting in a personal capacity. He is upholding the law of the English colonizers in the court of English law. Them the same wigs the founding fathers of America was wearing. Y'all know that, right? Now, this is why these people think the way they do. This is how they know the laws of the colonizer. This is the way the Moorish people came up after they switched out. They know the laws and the procedures of the British law. British laws. We don't know them laws. This is how so-called Moors and people like that know the laws. They are brought up to be in a white man's law book. You understand by now? Why you think they know the laws, the peace and the Sundry Act and all that? They deep into white folks' governmental system. That's why they know these different laws when they come to America. They've been doing this. This ain't new. Now they do this to govern parts of Africa under British law. You stick one of these niggas up there as the judge, and he uses British law on his own people in different jurisdictions in Africa. This shit, and these, who y'all want to tell me I come from? People. Not the same people. All these advocates of English colonialism are going to different spots, jurisdictions in Africa to be the judge. And the English people still run their ass, and they go in there and slam English law on African people. They end up learning from the colonizer right now, dressed just like him. Now y'all know that damn hair don't look like y'all. Roll the coin. This is what we got to deal with in America. Y'all think these people are the same as us? You done lost your damn mind. See, this thing gonna show you right here. British niggas pushing British law. So when these niggas get on their live speaking about all this knowledge of the British governmental federal system, y'all don't know who their ancestors is? That's where they got this shit from. Oh, we don't need no cartag. We don't need none of that shit. No, we more. They go there people right there. Because they know the British laws. They think they can beat them. Because they know them. They learned from the colonizer firsthand. Roll the coin. Y'all think this shit a joke? Y'all think this stuff is a joke. Right? Let's keep looking. They want, they want to be lawyers and judges. They want to be lawyers and judges, people. They want to be English lawyers and judges. Here you go. Truth ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hold on. Let's go back. They won't even show me nothing. The wigs and gown worn in African courts represents European cultures. In fact, the wig is European hair. We are Africans. There's no reason we still wear European hair on our heads after independence. Oh, ain't no damn way. They are still rocking them joints. They still rocking them joints, man. They want you to think they are independent people. But the one trying to get a little power still is living off colonial teachings. Roll the coin. Why do African judges wear lawyers and lawyers wear blonde wigs? Talking about we sold out. Y'all motherfuckers sold out long time ago. You come here for the truth, right? That's what you get. That's what you get, bro. Now, this is why these people don't like us. Right? Our people might go to church. Yeah. But we ain't putting on that goddamn weed in the courtroom. We ain't finna be out here acting like no white folk trying to throw our own people away. On no British law. We ain't finna do that. We gonna die before we put that wig on. Dead. I'm talking about in the ground. Y'all put that wig on with pride. We can't be the same people, bro. Roll the coin. They go right back to their community, right? And do that shit. Now, your boy said he bans wigs. Your boy, the African dude, he banned the wig, huh? African courts glorify colonialism, dressing just like them. Now your boy trying to stop it a little bit because he know the shit foolish. But it ain't about the wig. It ain't about the wig, people. It's about the ideology. He can dress like an African, but if he got that wig ideology, he's still gonna do harm to his people. He gonna get right up there and charge all these fines and throw people in jail and do all this stuff, just like the colonizer. Just like him. Now I wanted to show y'all that I wanted to show y'all that because these people care more about success than their own people. They can stop playing like they do. They want to be the lawyers and the judges in their jurisdiction, even if they have to put the fucking wig on their graduation picture. Roll the coin. Look at your boy. Your boy got on the too little ass wig. Look at all these people. Look at this shit. Look at that. Africans holding up the wig when they graduate. Look at that. The man had to ban the damn wigs in court for y'all to stop wearing them. Look at that. Y'all wearing a ramen noodle head ass wig. Ramen noodle wig. Ramen noodle wig wearing that nigga. Chicken flavor ramen noodle wig wearing that nigga. Beef flavor ramen noodle. This is not our culture. I'm sorry, y'all. So these people come over here and do all that extra stuff with that frame of mind. They got that frame of mind like they some type of black white folks. And they better than us. Because they know that court system was used on us. That's why I be telling people, them people was already Christians before Christianity ever came to America. They was already Christians before Christianity came to America. Why would you try to teach the melanated Indian how to be a Christian if they supposed to have been African? And the Africans already knew about Christianity and English colonialism. They already knew about it. In 1492, Africans already knew about English colonialism and Christianity. Why would you bring them over here and teach them again? Because we ain't no Africans. Y'all were teaching the new people that stuff. Stop playing. Y'all didn't stop playing with history and these dates, bro. Let me show y'all something. Last receipt, and I'm going to get out your way. Christianity been in Africa, people. Been in Africa. Roll the coin. See, this is the stupid shit they're going to try to tell you. Christianity has been taught in Africa for 2,000 years. Christianity has been taught in Africa since 2,000 years ago. Why in the hell would you come over here 600 years ago and reteach Christianity if we Africans? Because we were never no Africans. Y'all were teaching Christianity to a whole new people. Because if you brought an African on the boat, he already know the bim bim. Africans on the boat already know British colonial laws. He already knows Jesus. So why would you try to double back and teach him again? Huh? Why would y'all put our people in English schools and Christian schools if we already knew English and goddamn Christianity? My great grandmama told me they sent her to Piney Woods for English and Christianity teachings. If she was an African, she would already know most of the English and she would already be a Christian, nigga. See, it don't take much to use common sense. Common sense ain't so common these days. People just out here teaching shit that don't even go along with common sense. Why would you double teach an African? And you've been teaching them Christianity for 2,000 years on their own land. Africa was colonized before America. Do anybody know history, bro? Or we just acting like all of just Europe and Africa colonized before the Americas? That means if you bring somebody from over there, they already know the deal. Right? And they sit here and teach us, we Africans. They got colonized twice. Bro, this shit is the stupidest. This is the stupidest world I've ever seen in my life, bro. Okay, one last receipt. I'm sorry. Okay. They gonna sit there and tell us that dumbass shit. Now, why are our people so easy to learn English? Because English is just a couple of steps away from the ancient language. English still got ancient languages in it, people. Don't you ever think English was made over there. It's foolishness. Cool and cold is the same damn word. One of them Hebrew, one of them English. Now, my great grandmama told me early 1900s, they sent her to Piney Woods and taught her Christianity and English right in Mississippi. Huh. What kind of African y'all still teaching Christianity to? What kind of African y'all teaching English languages to? They already knew English before we did. They was colonized thousands of years before we was. Huh? See, this is why I know what I know. My ancestor told me this out of her own mouth. Now, she from Piney Woods, right? They sent her to Piney Woods. Our ancestors' ancient land is in Rankin County, Mississippi. Rankin County, Mississippi. People, early 1900s, went to Piney Woods. Let's go see. See how this shit makes sense. The poor rural African American in Rankin County, where they go? Where they go? Piney Woods. To practice vocational training, basic education, Jim Crow discrimination. They are reteaching our people Christianity and English. Vocational school is English. Basic education is the white folks' history. Rankin County. That's where my ancient ancestors buried at. That's why my great grandmama ended up going to Piney Woods. And she told me that's when they taught her the Bible hard every day. And that's when they taught her English hard every day. Roll the call. This ain't no made up history or nobody who just on here talking. This stuff really go on. Piney Woods was really a melanated Indian school. That's what it really was. But they just called it some type of boarding school. The county comes around and makes the kids go to that school. Straight from the farm. My great grandmama said the YT people came to the farm, the last couple acres they had left, and told her daddy that she had to go to school. And they came and picked her up on buses every day. Rankin County. That's when they are switching over the culture. Putting all the kids into these schools, switching over the culture. You get it? So if you teach that culture back then, early 1900s, 100 years from now, you won't even know who you is listening to them people. My great grandma still knew who she was, but generations go by of in school and we don't know and we lost, right? Only reason I got some of the connection because I listened to her when she was talking before she passed away. And I'm listening and I'm learning because I know one thing. She knows she was there. She know what her mama and her grandmama and granddaddy taught her. She was saying the old words before they taught her the new words at Piney Woods. She still said the old words before she learned the new words from Piney Woods. And when I pull those words up, this is why it's different. When I pull these old words up, she said, Balbancha, Bobancha, indigenous Choctaw name for New Orleans. She used to say this word all the time. Bobancha, indigenous Choctaw word for New Orleans. Place of many tongues. Different words. I never knew what they was. Misha Sopokney. Mississippi River. Then you get to looking around. Sapok is Hebrew. Then you start to understand this language older than an Indian language. This ain't even no Indian language when people were speaking, bro. Then they fuck your head up because now you really listening to one of the oldest languages on the face of the earth in the 90s. But you don't know no better till you get grown and understand what she was saying. It is not no Creole language, bro. Balbancha means a place of many tongues. That means different languages was mixed in New Orleans. See, my people knew from Mississippi that New Orleans was a place of many tongues. They knew that. That means French, Spanish, and indigenous languages are mixing in New Orleans. That became Creole. That's common sense. We talking about before the new languages came. We knew New Orleans was full of mixed up people, but before the languages came, it was the same language. Then all these new languages came, the Spanish and the French, and all these different people come, and then you mix that in together, you get gumbo, you get Creole. But Creole don't come. Everybody who try to teach Creole indigenous to the land, they don't know what they're talking about. Ain't no Creole without Spanish and French, right? It's common sense. And then another thing, a lot of these people never been in Louisiana. They don't understand. They just talk about what they hear on the internet and reading. You got to go down there and see what's going on, people. You got these bright-skinned fake Indians speaking French, bro. Don't y'all know that? See, I be talking from a Mississippi standpoint, but I be understanding a lot of people ain't never seen these people before. It is fake Native Americans speaking French and Spanish down there acting like it's some type of Native American language. These people got French and Spanish ancestors. How the hell is that the indigenous language? When I read to y'all in the book that the government used to send French fur hunters down to have kids with Native Americans. Now you got these French Indians down there. They're their ancestors. A Frenchman and a native. Not the original people, though. Facts. And the ancient melanated people knew that there was a mix-up of languages right there in New Orleans. Like my great-grandmama. And she called the motherfucker Bolbencha. A mix-up of people down there. Mix-up of languages, different cultures just mixed in. Mississippi wasn't getting all that mixture like that. New Orleans was. It was a port city. The biggest port city down that way. She knew that. Right? Love y'all, I'm in love with you, man. The new We Know the Truth Now shirt's coming out. And I'm gonna get everybody the other shirts too. But I got a new printer. I mean a new people that's gonna do them for me and send them out faster. But this is the real We Know the Truth Now shirt. It's gonna have the We Know the Truth Now on the sleeve or the t-shirt. It's gonna be black. This is the logo. I just wanted to put something together with real artifacts on it, right? Not no AI image or none of that. I want to give you a real artifact with our people with that coin and lambed in Paleo Hebrew on the artifact. Black t-shirt just like this, fire. Think I'm gonna do We Know the Truth Now in red on the sleeve. But it's gonna be a big graphic design. It's gonna be huge. Here all the way down to like near the base. It's gonna be a big design. So y'all get ready for that. I think I'm gonna launch these like Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. But y'all be on the lookout for that. Then I got the old logos redone, and I'm sending them out too. I had to redo the whole t-shirt thing because I jumped in it kind of fast, and the people I was dealing with wasn't doing the business right, and they wasn't sending me my product fast enough, and they wasn't shipping it out fast enough, and it was all of it was getting returned back to me. And then I be in different states, so some of it be in Georgia, some of it be in Mississippi. So now it's gonna be straight from printer straight to you. Love y'all, I'm in love with you, man. Roll the coin. Y'all miss the first part of this live, go to my YouTube, and we gonna do it. But y'all get ready for these. These gonna be fire. We know the truth now. Y'all be safe out there today.